Hello, business building warrior. Welcome to the weekend update. What we like to do around here most weekends is record a very short episode that is full of the latest announcements and things that you need to know. And then, as soon as that's over, the rest of the show is just for the newest listeners. If you're new to our community, if you've only been around a few weeks, if you're still checking us out, if you're not sure about this whole Amazon thing, you're just not convinced yet if it's for you, and you want more details about what's involved, stick around for the entire episode today, because as soon as I'm done with the announcements, I'm going to jump into some facts and details and information that you really need to know before you start an Amazon business to help make sure that it goes very well for you. We've been coaching e-commerce for over 20 years, nearly 10,000 students served, thousands of success story testimonials. Hundreds of them have been interviewed on this podcast. You can scroll back in time and hear those. But on weekends, what we do is we assume that you are a clueless newbie full of questions, and we're here to serve you and help you make a really good decision. You can also jump into our free Facebook group. Silentjimdotcom has a link to that. Over 80,000 people in there who are using the internet creatively all day, every day to build incredible businesses with a focus and emphasis on the incredible opportunities at Amazon. We'd love to help you build a very real business that you can be excited about, that gives your family the financial freedom you've always dreamed of, as so many of us have. That's what we do in that Facebook group all day, every day, and it's completely free. Hope you'll join us. So that's the remaining portion of our show today, of our episode, will be for the new listeners. I'm going to talk just to you about what's involved in starting a business. But let's get into the announcements. Okay, just a few things to drop on you. I haven't done a weekend episode in a few weeks. We've got so much going on. We've been so busy around here with all kinds of new exciting projects. We've got great clients coming on board. If you didn't know, we do a lot of consulting for big brands as well. We're very busy helping just a huge number of different clients and coaching students in our community at any given time. But here's some big announcements. August 15th and 16th, it's coming up before you know it. If you're listening to this episode right when it comes out, hey, that's not very far away on the calendar. Join us for a virtual conference. You can get details at theprovenconference.com. That's the same website we used for our live event, if you recall. Well, now we've shifted it over. We're pointing everyone to the virtual conference. We've already got 1,500 people signed up for this thing in the Facebook group for this event. We want to add you to the list. Now, if you go to that website, you're going to see that it's $97. Here's the important information if you're paying attention. We want you to get in for just $7. That's right. People who don't listen to our show and just visit the website, they're going to pay $97. And it's worth multiple times more than that for what we're going to do over these 2 days. But for you, it's just $7. There's a coupon code in the show notes for today's weekend episode. Go find it. Now, if you happen to be a proven Amazon course student or a coaching student, look for an email. You get in free. You get into the conference for free. Now, what are we going to do at this August 15th and 16th, 2025 event? What's the plan? It's a virtual conference. No one's attending anywhere live. It's going to all be online, hosted where you can view from the comfort of your home. It'll be recorded if you're not able to join us live, of course. But the topics are going to be about how some of the most successful students in our community are scaling and automating their businesses, and how we're preparing for the fourth quarter, the busiest shopping season of the year. It's going to help equip you to get ready for those final 3 months where shoppers just go insane. Now, the beauty of the models that we teach around here is you don't have to rely on just the fourth quarter to do really well on Amazon. But we'd be crazy not to tell you that the fourth quarter is when shoppers just spend a whole lot more money. And how can you capitalize on that? That's what this conference is going to be about. We've got a great lineup of speakers. You can go see all the details, get signed up early. There's already content being created in anticipation and in advance of this conference. The sooner you get into that event Facebook group, the sooner you can begin interacting with your fellow attendees. We'd love to see you form relationships, jump in, hear from some of the great sponsors who are making this event happen, as well as some of the speakers giving you overviews of what they hope to cover. Our events have a great reputation, consistently voted top in the industry for a reason. We take these kinds of things seriously. We deliver top-notch content that's sure to motivate and inspire and encourage and equip you for success. So plan to join us. just $7 using the coupon code in the show notes for today's weekend update. Look for it and then go to theprovenconference.com, save yourself a load of cash and join us for this great conference that's coming up. All right, what's next on the announcement? Well, if you've yet to sign up as a proven Amazon course student, I really need to let you know some important information. We will be raising the price on the proven Amazon course monthly subscription very soon. Now, unlike many other services, when they raise the price, they make it retroactive. And everyone who's been paying a low price is now paying a higher price. We don't do that here. What we do here is we say, hey, if you've locked in at the low monthly price, which is currently $39 per month, if you lock that in now, well, you're going to be locked in indefinitely. We're not going to raise your price. But if you wait and you're not a proven Amazon course student, or if you've turned off your subscription, you're going to have to come back at the higher rate. Now, we don't know what that rate will be yet, but it will be a significant increase. We've been at $39 per month for many years. It's got tens of thousands of dollars of value in that library. Get over to the website, provenamazoncourse.com, and see for yourself all the modules, all the trainings, our entire live event that happened just a few weeks ago with 50 breakout sessions. All of that's going in soon, just as an example of the constant content that's being poured into this library so you can get exactly what you need when you need it to be encouraged, inspired, equipped, motivated for success. We give you right what you need when you need it. And you know that about us if you've been a student of ours very long. We don't overwhelm you with a whole bunch of just in case information, just in case you need it someday. No, we give you just in time information, what you need next to take your next steps forward. We pride ourselves in doing that. That's why we're consistently voted the top education organization in the industry for Amazon sellers and e-commerce. Well, those are the two big announcements. We've got that conference coming up August 15th and 16th, and the price of the Proven Amazon course is going up soon. Get the details in the show notes. And as a reminder, the rest of today's episode is for the new listeners. If you're new to our community, maybe you're still checking us out, you have a lot of questions about selling on Amazon, you're wondering how valid this is, I'm going to help you make a really good decision and see if this business is for you by giving you facts, details, and information that will help you make the best possible decision for you and your family about going down this road. And if you do decide to go down the road of building a business online, we're here to help, just like we've helped so many others over the years. Thanks for listening. Have a great rest of your weekend. We've got more great episodes coming up for you soon next week. We will talk to you then. God bless. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the weekend update episode of Silent Sales Machine Radio. Many weekends, we do pretty much the same thing, and we introduce all the newest listeners to our show to a few important key facts. The first one is you found a great group if you're trying to use the internet creatively to build the income streams of your dreams. You know people are making money online. You want to learn how to do it yourself. We've been teaching e-commerce success concepts for over 2 decades. As you begin to do your research, you're going to see that's true. We've got a Facebook group with way over 80,000 members in it, completely free. I'll tell you about that. We've got the longest running Amazon seller training that continues to crank out incredible success stories. You can hear them interviewed on this podcast, hundreds of them. I'll tell you more about that. We've got the industry leading course for training people, assuming you know nothing, and getting you up to speed, building a beautiful business. I'll tell you more about that as well in the next few minutes. Let me lay a little groundwork first, who we are, what we do, what qualifies us to deserve some of your attention if you're serious about building a business online. And then we're going to talk a little bit specifically about what business model we're most excited about right now that we want to introduce you to so you can begin your journey towards earning more money online and hopefully getting that lifestyle that you've always dreamed of that so many of us have achieved. Well, my name is Jim. Like I said, my wife and I have had one source of income for over 2 decades now, and that's using the internet creatively. Actually, she homeschooled our 5 kids. They're all young adults now. As of this recording, I've got 3 grandkids. We're in a great season of life, but we've got plenty of proof and evidence and experience that shows using the internet creatively, using the strategies we teach here, not only has it worked for our family as our only source of income, we've taught thousands of others, and you can meet them. I mentioned our free Facebook group earlier and a couple of the resources. If you're not familiar yet with silentjimdotcom, that's the main website of this podcast. Get over there, check it out. It's got a link to our free Facebook group. As of this recording, well over 80,000 members in that free group. We're very picky about who we let in. There's actually a 3-question application process. Most people don't get in because we turn away spammers and clowns and people with an agenda. We want real people who are serious. We look at your profile. We make sure it's a real account, not a bot, that sort of thing. So it's 80,000 legitimate entrepreneurs who are trying to use the internet creatively and supporting each other as well in their journey. And there's one business model that the vast majority of us have in common. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But if you get over to Silent Jim again as well, you're going to look for a link to the Proven Amazon course. That's where you should start if you're serious about building a business online. If you listen to our podcast, you're going to hear hundreds of interviews of students who have been through the Proven Amazon course or our coaching, which, by the way, of course, there's a link to our coaching at silentjim.com as well. You're going to hear those stories. It should encourage you, inspire you, and equip you even. We'll give very specific strategies. We're not holding back the secret sauce on our podcast. As you listen to other episodes of our show and scroll back in time, you're going to hear very specific, detailed instructions on how to do the business. But we've put it all into a course. And for those who want to go faster, go further, faster, we've got a great coaching program where you can work one-on-one with one of the great leaders from our community who is basically a student like you who started off kind of new, didn't know their way around, didn't know how to make money online yet, but they built a beautiful business using the Proven Amazon course or our coaching. And then they came back to us with a teacher's heart and said, hey, I'd like to help teach others to do the same thing I just did. That's our coaching program. We have about 60 coaches, and that's how we found all of them. Successful students with a teacher's heart who came back and said, yeah, I'd be willing to take one-on-one and mentor serious students to go further faster. So that's a lot about us, what we have to offer. Let's talk about the Proven Amazon course for just a moment. Like I said, you can start off completely green, completely new. You've never made any money online. You've never run a business before. We're going to take you by the hand and walk you through the process. Now, that's not the only thing the Proven Amazon course does. It also grows with you over time. We believe in real-time education. What that means is we're not going to give you a whole bunch of information just in case you need it someday. We're going to give you what you need when you need it. We call it just-in-time education as opposed to just-in-case education. Do you see the difference? So we're going to handhold you at your own pace. And there's actually dozens of models that we've discovered for earning money on Amazon. And we've got those all in the Proven Amazon course library. For one low monthly price, you become a Proven Amazon course member, kind of like Netflix. If you've got a Netflix membership, it's either on or off. You've either got all of it or you've got none of it. That's how the Proven Amazon course works as well. And just like Netflix, we're always adding new content in. So you can stay up to date on the latest ideas and strategies, the shifts in the market. We keep you up to date with all of that. There's a good reason that our community has been voted consistently as one of, if not the number one community in the world for serious entrepreneurs and specifically Amazon sellers. This is the number one podcast according to recent voting. We have the number one live event, which maybe we can talk about more soon. But if you're in our community, you'll hear about our live events. Our course ranks high, our Facebook group ranks high. There's a reason for that because we truly care about your success. We have an abundance mindset here. Let's talk about that for just a moment. Your mindset matters a lot. There's one thing that I've noticed having observed thousands of businesses either make it or not make it. Mindset and relationships are so vital. So we like to have an abundance mindset here. What does that mean? We see the Amazon opportunity, specifically the opportunity that I'm about to tell you about, as being a blue ocean of opportunity, meaning it's huge and it's rapidly expanding. So it doesn't hurt us or cost us anything to share with you the ideas that work, the strategies that work. And the way we distinguish the serious students from the people who are just considering this as one of 50 other things they might do in the next week is we say people who are willing to pay a little bit of money are taking themselves seriously, they're taking us seriously, and we're ready to spend some time helping them. If you're not willing to put a little bit of money, and I'm talking very little, but at least a little bit of something, then we're not sure if you're serious yet or not. And you can certainly enjoy our free resources. Our podcast is free. Our Facebook group is free. You will not find any other community in the e-commerce world that gives away more free content. Sit back, enjoy, take it at your own pace. But when you're ready to get serious, for a low monthly cost, the Proven Amazon course is step number one. From there, you may want to consider a low cost add-on. We're not trying to upsell you a bunch of stuff, but there's one option that you do want to consider, and it kind of depends on your personality type. But for a very low cost, one-time fee, you can get into group coaching. And that means you're going to get 4 sessions with a coach on our team and the other new sellers. And we're going to help you through all those initial getting started speed bumps that otherwise might derail you or slow you down. Now, if you're the kind of person who likes to plow ahead, just give me the content, I'll do it myself, that's great. Other people like the group dynamics, they like the accountability, they like being able to meet people on our team, being helped in live sessions to get through those first handful of what we call the intense focused effort portion of your journey, where there's some things you got to do that takes a little commitment, a little focused attention, like getting your account set up, getting a simple $20 per month software installed. You've got a few things you got to do. Speaking of $20 per month software, you might be wondering, what does this cost, Jim? Please share me. What does it cost to start the business model you're going to tell us about? The basic Amazon selling model, we call it the replens model. We invented it. We perfected it. We've built software tools and systems around it around here. We've got multiple 7-figure sellers doing just that model in our community. And I'll tell you more about it in a minute. But the cost is about $100 per month. That's the basic, plus whatever money you need to buy your inventory, which could be a few extra $100 per month on top of that. That's the basic cost. So let's break down that $100 per month cost. You've got, as of right now, these prices could change in the future, but as of right now, about $40 a month for your professional Amazon seller account, about $20 a month for a piece of software that will teach you how to use in a very unique way that's going to get you going. And then the rest of the money goes towards your monthly education costs. Now, like I said, any of those prices could go up, but that's an approximation. $100 approximately per month is the baseline to get into this business and take it seriously. It's hard to do by skipping any of the steps that I just gave you. And then a few hundred per month for inventory if you want to ramp up at the most basic, slowest possible level and still see results. Having thousands of dollars that you can throw at this doesn't necessarily speed up your journey, because we're going to be very methodical and take all the risk out of your journey to the greatest degree possible so that you'll make any big expensive mistakes. We're going to ramp you up nice and slow. So speaking of risk, let's talk about why we chose the specific business model that we teach. We call it, like I said earlier, the replens model, short for replenishing, because really all you're doing is replenishing popular products on Amazon's store shelves, or their warehouse shelves, I should say. If you weren't aware, Amazon has 200 plus warehouses in the United States. And by the way, we start most of our new students out selling in the US, no matter where you live in the world. It doesn't matter where you live. We're probably going to start you off buying and selling in the US. If you live outside of the country, you're never going to see or touch your inventory. We've got a whole system built. It's beautiful. You'll hear numerous interviews with our successful students on our podcast if you listen, from people who live all over the world. But it's the replenish model for this reason. We're replenishing the understocked or unstocked shelf space in Amazon's 200 plus warehouses on literally millions of products. Now, let me paint an image for you if that doesn't quite make sense. What's happening all day, every day at a record level, unseen in world history, is people are getting online on Amazon, and half of all transactions in the United States online any given day are happening on one website. That's Amazon. And millions of people are paying for speed and convenience, meaning they're not shopping Amazon's entire 200 warehouse network when they shop. Kind of like you're not shopping all the restaurants in the United States if you use DoorDash. You're only using the restaurants near you. That's how millions of shoppers use Amazon all day, every day. They shop the warehouse nearest them looking for fast delivery options. And we've perfected the process of identifying underserved shelf space in Amazon's network, and then helping you go pay full retail price, mark up significantly the products you're selling, and win sales at beautiful profit margins. We give hundreds of examples of the exact products and the exact charts that you're looking for and how to identify these opportunities. It's not rocket science by any means. There is a small learning curve, but we will get you there. That's the business model. Everyday products. You can walk down the aisles of your local Walmart and you'll see them right there on the shelf in abundance, but they're products that are either understocked or unstocked entirely in Amazon's 200 warehouse network. And you can pay full retail price, mark up the products, and make beautiful margins. And that's just one business model of dozens that we teach around here. A lot of the power of this community is going to be the people you meet, the people you're interacting with, serious business owners. As a mentor of mine once said, if the only thing I know about you is you've run a profitable, successful business over an extended period of time, I don't know anything else about your education, your marital status, your childhood, where you live in the world, the melanin in your skin. I don't know any of that stuff. I don't need to know any of that stuff. If all I know is you've run a profitable, successful business over an extended period of time, you're one of the safest bets I could ever make. You're the kind of people I want to hang out with. That's what we have here. So you're going to quickly realize the culture that we've built here, the positive, like I mentioned earlier, the abundance mindset culture that we've built. It's going to be very encouraging to you. We're going to help you through the challenges you face. And you're going to meet a whole bunch of us who are doing this business all day, every day, here to encourage you. Now, one of the most popular questions we get is, Jim, it sounds almost too good to be true. Isn't this saturated? Isn't there too many people doing this already? Well, let me paint some pictures for you here that'll help you understand that not only is this not saturated, the game has barely begun. Now, maybe you'll want to pause this audio after I ask you the following question and maybe think about it yourself and see if you can come up with the answer. Just give me a guess. So here's the question. What percentage of retail sales in the United States are happening online any given day, week, or month? What percent is happening online? Meaning, how much are people shopping in stores, getting in their car, going to Walmart versus shopping online? What do you think it is? Do you think we're at 50% online and 50% retail stores? What's your guess? Come up with a percentage of what you think it is. Pause the audio or video now and come up with a guess. I'd love to have you actually think about it because I'm going to give you the answer in a minute. We're going to compare answers, okay? So I'm going to assume you pause if you're planning on it. I'm going to give you the answer now. Way less than 20% of all retail activity in the United States is happening online. Did you know that? That's a US government data. You can go ask any AI or Google, go find out yourself. Yeah, it's a pretty low number, shockingly low number. You'd think that online had taken over the world. That's not the case. Far less than 20%, as I'm recording this, of retail activity is happening online. Well, why would I point that out? Simply because if people are concerned about saturation, the game hasn't even begun yet. Of that less than 20%, let's say it's about 16%, half that is Amazon. So Amazon is about 8% of retail in the United States and climbing rapidly. E-commerce is projected to be 25, then 30, then 35, then 40% of retail spending. That means it's going to double in the next decade or so. Double where we are right now. Twice as much money will be spent by consumers online compared to right now within the next 10 years. That should encourage you. When I said the blue ocean's getting bigger, I'm not kidding. And at any given time, we provide evidence and proof of this all the time. It's one of my favorite things to show new students. Right now, as I'm recording this, I could show you in a few seconds millions of products. That's not an exaggeration. Millions of products that you could hop on Google and source and find in retail stores easily that are either ridiculously understocked or completely unstocked in Amazon's 200 warehouse network. And the other thing these millions of products have in common is they're very hot sellers. They sell at a predictable, rapid, steady pace. unstocked or understocked hot selling items. That's where we start you out. That's what we're going to teach you. That's what we're about to show you. And the beautiful thing about this model, this replens model that we're going to show you, is it opens up so many other cool doors of opportunity that you can choose to walk through or not. We have many multiple seven-figure sellers in our community who stay just with this one selling model, filling the unstocked and understocked shelf space in Amazon's 200 plus warehouses in the United States. That's it. That's all they do. We've built software that can completely automate it. We actually call it, the nickname for it around here, hundreds of us are using it, is called the system. You can read more about that software at 3pmercury.com if you'd like. That's the number 3, the letter P, then the word mercury.com. Go read about it. My good friend Kang, who was featured in one of my all-time favorite episodes, episode 754 of this podcast. Go back and listen to that episode. You're going to hear the heart of a man who was crushed and broken in this community, and God pulled him out of a really dark scenario. And he's a brilliant businessman and a software genius. He has automated the systems that we talk about around here in a way that's never been done before in our industry. We are changing the reselling game for all Amazon sellers. It's an incredible opportunity, a great time to be in our community, a great time to be getting into this opportunity as well. So I told you some facts and numbers about Amazon, about retail sales, about online sales. Well, you should also know that about 60% of everything sold on Amazon is being sold by third-party sellers. Did you know that? All the billions of dollars, Amazon did multiple $1 billion in a single day on a recent Prime Day in mid 2025. Multiple $1 billion of sales in one day. 60% of that is small businesses, people who are stocking Amazon's shelves with everyday common items and helping fill the underserved shelf space. And we've got incredible stories that we'll be sharing with you. I'm not going to dive into a whole lot of it right now. You can listen to our podcast. But it's not about winning the price game. It's not about trying to have a lower price than your competition. It's about finding the shelf space where there is no competition, and then you can charge more money there. With 200 warehouses and millions of customers, there are loads of shoppers today who are going to pay way less than they were willing to for items that will arrive way later than they were hoping they'd arrive. This has happened to you as a shopper. This is the opportunity. So hang with me. Let's think about Amazon as a shopper for a moment. Have you ever shopped on Amazon and been looking at a product and saw that you have 4 or 5 options for buying that product? 4 or 5 people are selling it. 4 or 5 different businesses have different price points and different delivery dates. And Amazon, by default, suggests one price to you. Let's say the suggested price is $20 for this dog toy that you're wanting to get for your dog. $20. Well, you look at the delivery date and it's 7 to 8 days out. And you think to yourself, well, okay, that's a good price. I'm willing to pay $20. I don't know if I want to wait a week though. So you look at the other sellers and look, there's another seller selling that same product for $29, $9 more. They can have it to you by tomorrow. What are you going to do? Well, maybe you'd be willing to wait a week and only pay $20, but there's plenty of people who would pay $9 more to get it fast. We would call that product an understocked, underserved ASIN, or underserved listing. ASIN is the nickname that Amazon gives to every listing in their catalog. It's a little code that distinguishes every product from other products. So don't get stuck on that. But that product is understocked. It's underserved. How do we know? Because there's no cheap, fast delivery option currently, meaning you can send inventory in, charge more, and the customers who want it fast are going to be willing to pay more. We see evidence of that all day, every day. So it's not about winning the price war. It's about filling underserved shelf space. That's one of the initial strategies we'll teach you. And once your eyes are open to that possibility, you're going to see opportunities everywhere. We've had students of ours sell on products that already have 200 other sellers. That's right. Did you know there's popular products in Amazon's catalog with 100 or 200 other sellers already on it? They jump in and make a profit. Not only do they jump in and make a profit on those understocked hot selling items, they're making a profit as the highest priced seller on those items. Now, who in their right mind would look at 200 price options and choose the highest one as a shopper? Who would do that? Well, they'd only do that if you were providing the fastest shipping option. So in my example that I just gave you, it was a student of ours who found a very hot selling product that wasn't stocked well in Amazon's warehouse network. It was completely unstocked, as a matter of fact, because all the other sellers, because of its low price point, were choosing to sell it merchant fulfilled, meaning they were shipping it from their own garage, which meant it would take at least 3 or 4 days to get to the buying customer. So when shoppers went to look at that product, they were seeing a bunch of delivery dates that were 3, 4, 5 days out. And a lot of shoppers were fine paying less money and waiting 3, 4, or 5 days. But other shoppers, many of them, a whole bunch of them, said, I want the fastest option. I don't care if it costs me a little bit more. So our student was selling a very inexpensive, easily sourced item as the highest priced seller. He actually sold a few thousand of them in just a few weeks. Pretty incredible story, right? But it helps illustrate the opportunity. You don't have to beat the other sellers in the price game. What you're doing is you're filling the underserved shelf space in Amazon's 200 warehouse network. And the sooner that makes sense, that you're not looking for price advantages, you're looking for understocked and unstocked shelf space, the game starts to really open up for you at that point. All right, so what else are we going to talk about? We're so glad that you're considering our community. We want you to take your time. We want to earn your trust. We want you to meet the good people of our community. I'm going to give you a test that you need to be doing every time you consider any business opportunity or any time you're about to spend money on the internet, for that matter. One of the things that you should always do, we've been encouraging this for over a decade, is you should find whoever's in charge of that community or that offer or that business opportunity that you're considering and send them a message or get into their group if they have one and ask this. Leave them a comment on one of their videos and ask this and say, I want to hang out with the people who have successfully used your services. I want to interact with them. I want to interact with people who have followed your business model. I want to get to know them. I want to see them interacting with each other. I want to see just how valid it is to them. I want to hear their stories. I want to take my time. Ask your version of that question to the people in charge of the group and see how they respond. The way we respond in this group is by having the largest, most robust, active, friendly, abundance-minded community that you can enjoy for years if you'd like at no charge, of people who are doing the business models we teach. Come on in, ask your questions. We've answered all those questions before. We're happy to answer them from you as well. Take your time, get to know us, listen to our podcast completely free. See, the point I'm making is if the community or the business opportunity or the expert or the guru or the YouTube sensation that you're following doesn't have a community that you can become a part of for free, you probably should avoid that opportunity. Because if they're not producing success stories and those people aren't gathering somewhere, why are you going to give them your money? In our case, we've got, if not the lowest cost, one of the lowest cost options for an Amazon education in the industry with literally thousands of reviews and success stories. We're proud of our reputation. Do your research. Plug into our community. We believe we have right now, and I'll start to wrap up here. We have right now in our possession what we call the low, high business opportunity of our lifetimes. Low, high. What does that mean? Let me explain. This is a phrase that was coined by one of the great coaching team leaders in our community. And she observed that the Replens business model, the Amazon selling model that we're about to teach you, that filling the empty and understocked shelf space in Amazon's 200 warehouse network is the lowest risk, lowest cost, lowest learning curve business model with the highest odds of success of anything that we've ever seen, online or offline. Low, high. Low risk, low cost, low learning curve, high odds of success if you follow the program. What's it mean to follow the program? Get into the Proven Amazon course. The website is provenamazoncourse.com. Or if you want to have a completely free 30-minute conversation with us, I answer these calls. Got a couple great people on our team, consultants who work with businesses and others to help them make good decisions about their business. Completely free half-hour consultation. We'd love to hear from you. All of that can be found at silentjimdotcom. silentjim.com. If you want to go straight to our consulting page where you have a free conversation with us, there's a link at silentjim.com, or you can go to silentjim.com/book a call. That's silentjim.com/book a call. Let's have a conversation. Let's get to know each other. We'd love to hear from you. I'm going to leave you with a free gift. I wrote a book. It's called Silent Sales Machine. It's been translated into a few different languages, actually. You can see an older copy of it right here next to me. If you're watching the video, that was a Korean, that was a Korean copy, I believe. But it's 11 different versions of this book. It's sold well over 1 million copies worldwide. I want to give you a copy free, a digital copy, no obligation. Okay. Here's how you get it. Go to silentjim.com/free11. The word free, then the number one, 2 digits. That's going to get you version 11, which is the latest version, completely free. I'd love for you to go through that. What we're going to do is help you decide what your best path forward is with all the e-commerce opportunities that are in front of you, based on your experiences, your demeanor, your personality, the opportunities based on your region in the world. What makes the most sense for you to do next to start putting money in the bank using the internet creatively? We've coached nearly 10,000 people over the past 20 plus years in e-commerce. We've learned a lot as a team. And I've put a lot of those lessons into the book. We're going to keep you away from the crazy stuff that you'll regret. We're going to teach you how to choose a good opportunity. We're going to tell you a lot about what we do around here and why you should maybe consider having us along for your e-commerce success journey. So get over to silentjim.com/free11 and grab that book and let us know what you think. Jump into our Facebook group, send us a message. We'd love to hear from you. Hey, thanks for spending part of your weekend with me. It's a huge honor. There's so much more I could say, but I'm going to leave it up to you to decide if this sounds good and you want more information. Just scroll back in time on our podcast, listen to the episodes, the most recent, and then scroll back and stay up to date with the new ones as they come out. We produce up to 3 new great episodes per week. So you're going to miss a lot if you jump away from our community too much. So when you get back, be sure to catch the new episodes. We're the only podcast in all of e-commerce, to my knowledge, that features hundreds of interviews with students who are following the strategies taught on the podcast. That is pretty validating, and we're very proud of that. It's probably the reason why we were voted the #1 podcast for Amazon sellers in the world recently, late 2024. Well, God bless you, business building warrior. It's been an honor to spend some time with you. Stay in the fight. We're here to support you. We're in your corner. We're rooting for you. We celebrate business success in our community, and we're going to celebrate your success soon. We'll have more good stuff for you very soon. Talk to you then.